Okay, we're looking at mirror image. We have on the top a P4 tuned guitar, not tuned, but a P4 diagram. On the bottom we have the 5-string cello, fiddle, violin, P5 tuned, pure P5, pure P4 on the top. If we wanted this to look like a guitar, what we'd have to do would be over here, would be to take these guys right here, okay, and bring them over or up 1 fret here, and then that is your Lydian box on the guitar. If you play normal guitar, don't P4 tune your guitar or you can't do your chords. Normally everything would be an E chord. So here is our Lydian box: 4, 5, 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, and then we can go what is that, 6, 7 root there? We can cut out 6, 7 root, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that was a little confusing with the double note there. The point is, we're showing mirror images here, not pure cage theory here. All right, so we put it back to P4. So that's the mirror image effect. So once again, in plain words, the 5-string cello, fiddle, guitar, all P5 tuned, 5th in between each string, is the mirror image of a perfectly P4 tuned guitar. So we do top string pentatonics instead of bottom string, because remember, on guitar, when we're doing our cage system, we say we start here on the E-shaped C. Okay, so that the E-shaped C has root, just like with a C, an E-shaped D. Now my guitar is down tuned, so my bottom string is a little wobbly, but it's not. It doesn't slap against the fret nut. It doesn't have that kind of interference. It's just a little extra stringy, because my fingers are getting, you know, kind of tired. So E string, the E shape has the root on the bottom. I'm going to do it from C. And then the D shape has the second on the bottom string. And then the E shape has the third, or the C shape has the third. Remember, D shape has the second on the bottom string. Okay, so D is the second of C. E is the third of C. So the lowest playable note of the C cage is an E. Lowest playable note of the A cage is a G. Lowest playable note of the G cage is the A. And back up to E here. So the mirror image of that is obviously like this. So let's look at an E shape here. The highest the lowest note on the highest string is an E. Now remember, it's not a duplicate, so we're going to start with a different shape. So we're going to call 3, 4, 5. Remember, 3, 4, 5 is the bottom 3 strings, or the bottom string shape, or the C string shape. 3, 4, 5 of the guitar is now on the top of the P5. We're going to call this the C position. So let's zoom into the chart and get rolling. You can do this also by chart, and of course we are going to do it on chart. That's the whole point of all this. Unfortunately, once I start playing, I like to keep playing, but let's look. Now, of course, C bar means the mirror image of C. That's in the P4, but now it just means top string. So we're going to kind of give it a secondary meaning. Top string pentatonics here, C bar. So here's our 3, 4, 5 on the top now. This is the mirror image of the guitar, and I'll show you that. Let's just grab this. We're only going to grab, let's say, the top 4 notes, and we'll show you how it's the perfect mirror image of the bottom 4 strings of the guitar. I will show you. We will show you. We will see. I will show you, and we will see. Okay? Now, what I want to do with this image is a vertical flip. There's the vertical flip, and we just line it up a little bit, make sure the 2 fret nuts align. Now, of course, the numbers are upside down, but look at the mirror image. The mirror is right here. This is the mirror. All right, and you can see we have green, green, and then 2 yellows here. But there's only 1 yellow here because we're only looking at the bottom 4 strings. So let's say we're not going to look at this string, just to keep it simple for now. So now we've got our perfect mirror images, except I moved the image. Sorry about that. Show you I can get this perfect, right? Yellow, yellow, green, green, 4, 4, 3 and 3, perfect mirror images. Okay, so that's the name of that tune. Once again, so what are we looking at here in the 5 string? We're looking at top string pentatonics. This is the mirror image of the C, so it's C bar. There's the mirror kind of thing. You can look at this as the mirror. All right, you can look at it as the top string. You can look at it as in Boolean, you know, A bar is A naught, an inverse. So 3 different ways to look at that. 3 is the starting note. That's why it's circled here, squared out in green. Green is the color of C. Green is the color of some C's. I bet you there's a green C in the on the map somewhere, right? So root 3 5. One major chord, root 3 5, regular old guitar again, root 3 5, action finger, 5 root 3, same thing, 5 root 3, the second version, same thing. With the C shape, it's 5 root 3 down here, but then root 3 5, then 3 5 root, then 5 root 3. So the C box has all the inversions. It's the only one, except G box has the inversions too, but you can't play a G diatonic scale from the open string because of the Lone Wolf 7 down here, the F sharp. Okay, there's your G-shaped G. Let's try that one more time. G-shaped G. Okay, that was my bad there. I was playing a G shape down here. Okay, so the bottom line is with the G, you can play the pentatonic. you can play the tri